make it that little bit more difficult to maintain control consistently throughout.
Aslan further back playing with default, actually trying to steal away and kill to open things up. Just couldn't quite do it. Ends up taking damage himself. So wall goes up. It's that horizontal wall to get the easy plant down. And now the problem becomes for Big retaking this.
Very difficult to go for these wide peaks. Obnox is going to go for it. Is out of range to actually teleport, but the Headhunter finds that first kill.
Yeah, big kill there from Obnox, finding some good impact. Got to be able to follow up to, and now, well, to advantage. Suddenly pulled back by Surreal. In fact, Alpha on the Nano Swarm and Rians to the classic headshotter, really making this a scrappy affair the first round of play. Casper tries to get onto it, but Rians again out with a tap. Twistin trades it back. Defuse being stuck. It's around the half wall. They can't do much about it. On their purchase run, they've come back into things. This is a buy to get excited about.
Oh yeah, they're both actually like forced up a little bit. We've got B just on that Bulldog. The rest of the team actually holding on. The buy is actually better for Surreal because they forced up, so this is really odd. Yeah, this is one of those weird situations, but Twistin has actually come out with one copy able to hold, so Big, nonetheless, with a weaker purchase perhaps, to still come out on top of the initial fights, down to the 2v4, thanks to Alpha's pick, but they have to leap towards the side. If they can get away with the plan, that would be incredible. And then that looks unlikely, and JJ, awkward engagement between him and Casper, but neither of the players have actually gone down here somehow. Finally, that shock dart will find its victim, and a kill pull back for Surreal. Not only that, but the spike is down as well. Keep eyes on the flank though, Ryan.
Last player
standing. Oh yeah, like JJ now has it all to do with a 1 versus 3 wrapped around in all different areas, and Aslan, Rians sort of expects him, but it's so hard at this point, and Aslan might take the attention away.
Yeah,
this is a great setup for Big.
Now Rians goes up, not expecting Twistin at all to be there, and that's another easy kill.
Having ultimates, and Alpha is going to actually beat the timing on the Eldron. If he looks left, he'll be able to get God B, but he's going for that kill on the right first and switches around. That's so good. He has that lockdown and an open A site now to plant on.
Yeah, 2v2, 43 seconds.
So the rotate's going to come in, and Alpha is in a perfect position. He gives it up. Plays the safer option. He knows that playing in a 2v2 here is important, especially with the lockdown. One ult orb away from having a Viper's Pit.
There goes lockdown. Just going to try and buy some time, lock Big out, and obviously with that time, they want to reposition into post plants that are more solid for the late round, because this is about to become chaotic. Limited time left now on this timer as Big swiftly starts to move their way through the site. Jailers is positioned and wrapped around these boxes. Nano Swarm in play, buying even more crucial seconds here for Surreal. And now Jailers peeks around the corner. Alpha here luckily takes that one away, and sticking it was Casper. It was coming up the top with his tour de force, actually just rips apart that drone instead, and that strong position he hoped would have been able to find one ends up costing them, and they've lost an opening player.
Nox needs to be careful here. He doesn't have his TP anymore.
And they're dropping back now.
Aldron is going to get all of the information that they're leaning towards A as well, so Surreal can reset, but that's why God B starts to push up a bit more.
Yeah, well, that wall is going to go up. Resurrection committed towards the back of the ice wall, no problem. Twistin, headshot found with the operator. Now 4v4 as we go 58 seconds left. JJ looking to apply some pressure on that retreat. Couldn't quite connect at the heels, and now Twistin is striking into life. He's just picking up everything and sets up God B, who nearly recovers for the third kill in the elevated position, but they'll just allow that one to go for Twistin. Oh, Jailers. Good headshot with the Spectre. That removes Casper. Now the Hunter's Fury charging its way through. Copy removes Rians. Aslan, the victim of the Blade Storm, and makes it look to add another to that victim tally, but couldn't quite capitalize. Now those blades gone. Look at this wraparound from Obnox, though. Are they going to read the flank? Are they going to be looking for this? They won't.
No.
Oh, knives out for both players, and JJ gets his gun out in time. Oh, Big, that was their chance to win the round. That was their chance to clean it up. And now it's slipped through their fingers, and they have to recover what is going to be the A site take. And Masick is looking to remove another player. It's all God B, and he's even spotted out up towards heaven. He's just stuck in such a difficult position.
There's this weird isolated battle happening over towards B with the two jets, and that's because Twistin has this operator. Masick will want to take it out of his hands and does.
And fall back there to watch, so yeah, this is the full commitment, and the swing out from Obnox, it's good for one. He's able to rendezvous out quick enough, so advantage picked up here, no problem for Big. They can't stop the spike from going down, but they can certainly find kills and make this retake easier. Masick, the next victim of play for Big, that Blade Storm being popped for Twistin as he now drags his way back in to the site. Surreal are trying to play this post plant from afar, but closing down the ground now. We're big, and another kill found for Twisted. That defuse being tapped, and that is going to be the panic stations now being picked up. The Hunter's Fury trying to apply some pressure yet again. And it hasn't really done a whole lot. JJ, one last blast of it. Can't do much about it as they hunt him down. Well, the walls go up, and they go down very quickly, and the aggression of Obnox. It's worked out for 2 kills, finally put in the ground by Masic, but his damage is already done in this round. It is already felt at the hands of Surreal.
Surreal need to expect, and with the spike not planted, they can just sit pretty.
Yeah, Gopi's done very well there to the headshot. Jailers is out of there. Now just 2 plays left for Surreal. They're trying to skirmish and battle a Gopi spot towards Snowman, but here comes that flank. We had to keep eyes on it, and for good reason, from every angle. Info already and so much control. Surreal are ready. They already know where they're coming from. This is the problem. Big are just so ready for what is coming their way. Twisting, nice headshot on towards Masic. Alphair has actually got his way up mid. That was the one area of the map that Big did not control, and somehow they find a chance through it. Well, the rest of the horde should be strong enough to stop any toppling of their defense itself. Jailer's down in 8 HP, finished off by a stray. They absolutely do have the tools in the shed. Whether or not they're able to use them to great effect is another question. Masic goes down.
The difference is this time Surreal audition to not go lurking as well. They were expecting a lockdown play, and Aslan happy to get the one. The lineup is going to be there for Guppy to even destroy it. So Big reading this round perfectly, and Surreal kind of boxed in. There's not that aggression from other parts of the map for Big. It's a nice opening for JJ, but Big have taken so much map control, they know it's just going to be an 8-hit. All 4 players are here and waiting.
Yeah, this is now Surreal in desperate times. They run out of their big pieces. The lockdown wasn't effective. They do have the wall available and are now 1 away from that res. With that orb being picked up, and now they've got the res. Now they've got it online. Rian's perhaps to ask. They go over the ropes. Res now getting up. Knocks back into play as well on the other side of things. It's going to be a heavy numbers end of the round, and Copy, he's just taken down 2 in a foul swoop as Alfire tries his best to make something of the round.
Because Big's ult economy is so good for the rest of this, and that is a must-win round for them to keep control of this. The buys for Surreal now isn't that great, and they're trying to scale up aggressively on this B main spot. So the force is coming in from the chamber, and he's just keeping an eye. Bladestorm going to be dedicated, and it is the only kill that comes in for Masic and Surreal so far, but it's instantly traded from Obnox.
Yeah, this is systematic destruction now from Big. This is much more like it. When we talk the defensive setup, but now Jailers just sent out his Viper's Pit. The Hunter's Fury coming in immediately as a response to try and clear it out, but hasn't actually been able to find that Viper. And now the Odin's turn to try and lie down some suppressing fire through it, but Alfire has found 2 heads. One of them, unfortunately, the other side of things has been his teammate is out of that. And now Casper stepping in for Big. It's just down to 1 player. It's Alfire, and what can he do about this? He's trying to get it done. He's trying to fight this one, but the defuse is being held, and Casper swings to close. It's 10-2 at the half. And what have they got up their sleeve for this pistol? Here comes the screen. You see over the top of it here, and this fight is going to work out for Masic. Brings down Twistin on the other side of things, and Jailers right through the toxic screen has denied that plant, and now it is panic stations for Big in this pistol. It would have been a far better situation to have the spike down in this spot, but unfortunately they're going to have to fight an uphill battle. And Obnox
still being keenly watched. Alphagier on the high ground over on bridge is going to be the first spot, and Obnox can't get anything that time.
On 2 maps to 0, so Surreal going to try and pull this one off. It's quick here for Big, and actually it slipped around the backside, and that has worked out. Twistin has found the first, and Masic the victim.
Another one! Yeah, he's able to get in before the Sage wall comes up. He still hasn't been able to upgrade, but he's just playing on these close quarters, and it's creating so much space for Big here.
Dude, if he finds anything more with this, it is ridiculous. Luckily, Rians will start to help, or rather, Aslan will start to help out. A couple of kills are coming through for Surreal to drop the numbers a bit, but Jailers, of course, slips on by. Gopi looking the wrong way. Now it's a shorty going in for a risk play, and I love the attempt, but unlikely to work out. And now it is Aslan into the clutch. He's actually found that headshot on Jailer, so puts it down into the 1v1. It looks for the shot in the Sheriff, but couldn't quite land it.
Basic to work with. He's half armor on the operator, and it finds what it needs to. That first kill onto Aslan.
Yeah, and Aslan going down is down with no real fallback plan, right? They can't go anywhere else. They don't have a lurk anywhere, so they've now lost that. They're fully committed towards this, and Twistin down low on health. Plant is coming through. Twistin's tasked to trying to hold off and protect his teammate, and now that will go down. He has to try and drop back, and luckily will get behind the corner. Masic's quick shot not landing.
Twisting on the high ground. Is Macy going to peek up there to begin with? It looks like he's looking up, but this is a bit of a closer corner angle. Big trying to play on these little crossfires, but so far it's not working. 3 versus 5.
Yeah, 3v5, Big in a real tough spot, and now just a single player left, and the defuse is around the other side of that wall. There's nothing Obnox can do about this. Surreal have 5 rounds. They survived the nightmare that could have possibly been set up, and Masic from spotting out his essential information. Aslan trying to come up through the tube to kitchen, but God B has been found yet again.
I think that was a set play as well. Like Twistle, if he can ult in kitchen,
30 seconds
he
left.
needs to kill Rian's here though.
Yeah, and this fight, this means everything. This fight is everything in Rian's position, hard to beat. That will end up being Aslan going down. The patience game goes in favor of Surreal. Now the charge forward. Casper quick to send the wall up to prevent that easy rotation back in. Lockdown has been put out for Surreal on 11 seconds left. The spike needs to go down, and Rian's had the angle to deal with it. It is now falling apart for Big. It's down to just Obnox, and he is invested into the tour de force, but he's having to deal with so many fights. Hits 100.
It's like so much time for Surreal to actually rotate and get that flank on, like you said. That opening comes in onto Al-Fajir. And now, still, Big do have a lot to work with, but there's so many different crossfires set up, and Masic's here with the operator, watching towards Jenny, and actually watching close. This could catch a lot of players off, especially Twist when he's on the high ground.
The Viper's pick going to be invested into here for Big, showing signs of their commitment forward. Recon Bolt has connected onto a couple as Rian's JJ will take 2 kills between them, and it's all falling. JJ's having an absolute nightmare round for Big. Yeah, for Big, it just keeps getting more difficult, doesn't it? Here comes that Hunter's Fury, at least trying to remove J-Lurch. They should be able to do so. J-Lurch will get tagged up and will get taken out. Scorpy happily taking that, and Twistin gaining some ground and removing the lives of Rian. So now it is looking very good for Big to take 11. They have turned this into a solid position.
Just a play for Twisted to be aggressive, to push out. Lightstorm is even going to be brought in over... I thought I heard it for a second, but I'm going mad, I think. The diver team's ready. Casper does have that rise, right? That's the ultimates to go with. And now the plan needs to be diffused. It's out in the open. Twisted watching this keenly.
Wow. Yeah, Twiston's been looking for these positions, looking for himself to get into spots where he can deliver mighty impact, and it will be mighty. In fact, 30 seconds left. Throwing the slow orb, and Spike committed 2. So difference is this time, Spike is already down, and so Aslan is going to have the element of surprise, at least on the JJ, but now Masic knows exactly where he is, and how to deal with him is another question. Jailer's playing from Snowman. Big has so much control of the site. Now they have all the kills. It is just down to Alpha here and Masic, and, you know, winning this round with Aslan on the flank. He's on the prowl. Becomes even more difficult, but he's actually missed that timing. That could be the little push forward into the site they need, but Aslan tracking the operator. That's the weapon you want to remove. That's the big gun gone, and the other one falls flawless yet again for Big.
On the Viper has been stellar. He don't know that he's here, but Basic still could take a timing. He's over and over it, and he does catch onto Aslan this time. It means that toxic screen's not down towards B.
Ready. Masic now holds.
Here.
I saw an
I
arm.
think he just spotted a little bit of an arm and able to swing tonight. The access to the plant and got beat only one before hitting the deck himself, so not going to be close likely here for Big, especially with that spike down towards B at Obnox on the other side of the map.
He's trying to pull the attention away, and the spike's being picked up. There's 45 seconds, and he's still going.
Yes, Alpha here is about to fall. No problem. Obnox has pulled it back. Can he find that follow-up? He will! Obnox catches another spike, tries to cross, and the Blade Storm for the headshot. That is the way Big close it. A ridiculous finish to this map. A 13-9 win, Ryan. They are now up 2-0 in this best of 5.
And that's